What is awakening? It's simply an awakening to ourselves as consciousness. We think that we know ourselves. How could we not? Who knows us better than ourselves? We've spent our whole lives with this body. We know our history, all of our virtues and vices. We've been there to experience it all. But who was the one that was there to experience it? Because the body has changed, the mind has changed, circumstances, everything. The person that you were as a child and the person that you are today are completely different in every way, shape, and form. All of the cells in your body have been replaced repeatedly. That body technically doesn't even exist anymore. So what is it that knows the continuity? What is the observer that knows who we think we are? The problem is that we seek to know objective experience only. We want to understand the entire universe down to the quantum level, but we don't turn around and observe the one who's observing. And so it's this misdirection. We're constantly drawn outwards into objectivity, into experience, never once recognizing the one that's experiencing. And this simple recognition brings fulfillment in every aspect of our existence. It's the wish-fulfilling jewel, the sorcerer's stone. Everything that we seek is what we already are. The impulse and instinct to seek happiness outside of ourselves is the intuition that that happiness already exists within us. It's just a misappropriation. It's like the story of the washerman back in ancient times, who would wash clothes down by the river. And one day he picked up a shiny rock and used it to start scrubbing the clothes. And he thought it was an interesting rock. He had never seen anything like it before. And so he asked around if anyone knew what kind of rock it was. Someone told him, yeah, I'll give you a sack of rice for it. And he thought, no, there's something special about this rock. I think I'll hang on to it until I can really find out someone who knows what exactly this is. And so after asking around for a while, he came across a diamond merchant. And he said, my God, this is the largest, most valuable diamond I've ever seen in my life. I'll give you all of my wealth to purchase this diamond. And so, right then and there, all of that washerman's needs were met for the rest of his life with the very rock that he was using to scrub clothes down by the river. And so in the same way, our very self, our very consciousness that we use to seek happiness in the world, that we use to experience, to taste, to touch, to think, to feel, it's the very source of everything that we're seeking. We are the happiness that we seek. Self-knowledge is the highest knowledge. All other forms of knowledge lead to seeking more knowledge. We discover cells. Then we have to seek further. We discover atoms. Then we discover quarks. And it just goes on and on and on and on. There's no end to seeking. There's no end to external forms of knowledge. But the knowledge of the self is the one knowledge that fulfills all of our needs and gives us knowledge of the entire existence. Not in its details, but in its essence. Everything that is to be known, that's of any substance or value, is known when the self is known. When we truly know ourselves, all seeking is finished. Sitting, we're happy. Standing, we're happy. Walking, laying down, talking, working. Everything is bliss. Because we don't need to look for anything outside of ourselves to make us happy anymore. We are the eternal fountain of bliss, welling up and becoming a source of refreshment for all those who come into contact with us. We become a blessing to ourselves and to the world. It's not something to be attained, pursued. There's nothing to add or subtract. It's what we are and have always been. The crucial point is simply knowledge.